Hey, good evening. It's Caitlin Henderson here at Faith Farming and Family, for those that don't know me. I just wanted to hop on real quick tonight and give a little update about Fellowship on the Farm. We've had a lot of messages about when tickets are going to go on sale and just a lot of different questions about Fellowship on the Farm. So I wanted to hop on here real quick tonight, and first, I hope you're having a good evening. Second, this won't be a very long video because I have 3 children needing to get in bed, but I did want to come on and say a couple things since we've just been getting a lot of messages. For those of you that don't know about Fellowship on the Farm, we had the first conference 2 years ago. Almost 3 years ago. I think it was in 2016 actually, in March. And so it was a weekend conference for farm wives. God really laid it on my heart to just have a weekend for these farm wives to come and find community and to be really encouraged and uplifted in their role as farm wife, whatever that may look like to them. It was an amazing weekend. I mean, God really moved in that weekend, and Sunday morning when it was time to go home, we had people hugging and crying, saying they didn't want to leave and that it had changed their life. And it was really incredible. And so we took 2 years off when I had our 3rd baby, and I didn't do the conference again. And then I think I've said it before that a couple months ago, it was the spring, I think, I had 10 consecutive people on 10 consecutive days ask me about Fellowship on the Farm, which was just really cool. And some were women that had attended and were really needing that in their life again. Some were women that had wanted to go but couldn't, and they were like, hey, are you ever going to do that again? And then some were people that weren't even farm wives but had just heard about how good it was. And so this was 2 years after we had put it on, and 10 days in a row these people were asking me about it. So my husband was like, God's going to knock you upside the head if you don't listen and do it. So we're doing it March 29th through the 31st of 2019 will be our second Fellowship on the Farm. It's in Newton again at the Craft House. That place is just beautiful, and it worked out really well the first time. So we're going to stick with that. And I have not announced the speakers yet for Fellowship on the Farm. But I'm going to tell you guys who they are because, well, first, they're 2 of my really good friends, but I'm so excited, and I think you guys are going to be really excited when you hear who they are. So the first speaker is Lauren Eberspacher, and she is also a farm wife, and I bet most of you already probably follow her. If you don't, she blogs at From Blacktop to Dirt Road. And she is actually the author of Midnight Lullabies, and she is one of the sweetest people you will ever meet. I am so excited that she is coming. And then the other speaker is my really good friend Taryn over at Faith, Family, and Beef, and most of you probably follow her too. So there's just going to be 3 of us speakers. It's going to be those 2 and me. We'll kind of lead the whole weekend, and there's going to be really good conversations. There's going to be really good topics. It was really good last time, but I just think it's going to be, God is going to move so big this weekend, and I'm so excited. Newton, Kansas is where it's at, so right outside of Wichita. So if you don't already follow Lauren and Taryn, you guys can go check out their blogs, go check out their Facebook page and get to know them, but they are just incredible women, and first of all, I'm just so excited that I get to be friends with them, but for them to come help me put on this dream of mine is just really incredible, so we're really excited. The other thing that I wanted to bring up real quick is ticket sales, because we've had so many messages about when do tickets go on sale and all sorts of questions like that. So last time we just had people PayPal us because this blog was really small. It was just people around Kansas that came, and this time it's much bigger. It is much, much bigger, and I have actually been very overwhelmed with all the messages that we've been getting of people trying to reserve their spots that I can't hardly even keep track of it. So I will post a link in the comments on here. I'll have a link that tickets are going to go on sale next Thursday. What is that? September the 13th. Next Thursday, September the 13th at 10 o'clock, ticket sales will go live. And I'll post the link, but the link will not let you order before then. So, like I said, there's been such an overwhelming response of people trying to get their tickets reserved early that I'm really nervous they're going to sell out really quickly. So if you're planning on getting a ticket, I would suggest being ready at 10 o'clock to get yours. I would just really hate for someone to miss out because that was really wanting to go because they didn't get it in time. And then also, if you guys could do me a really big favor, because I've gotten so many messages and I've got them on my personal page and on the blog page, I'm having a hard time keeping track. So I would hate to miss someone. I'm going to go back through my messages and send the link out to those that asked for it. But if you were wanting to come and you had a friend that was wanting to come with you, or you know of someone that was wanting to come to Fellowship on the Farm, if you could either tag them in this video or send it to them, I would just feel really bad if someone had messaged me wanting to get a ticket and I missed their message because I have so many to go through, and I will feel really bad if I miss someone. So if you could send them this video or tag them in it and make sure that they get the link, I would greatly appreciate that. The other thing is I'm doing this live on my Faith Farming and Family page, but there is a page for Fellowship on the Farm. Because I don't want to just completely overwhelm this page with all the updates and everything of Fellowship on the Farm. So if you could do me a favor, if you're wanting to stay updated with things like that, and if you're planning on coming or anything like that, if you could just search Fellowship on the Farm, it'll come up and like that page so that you get updates there. And I'll post the link to that page too in the comments. But like I said, there's just been such an overwhelming response, and I've just really been praying about this weekend. With tickets not even being opened yet and already having such an overwhelming response, I know God is going to do really big things this weekend because I know He did the last one too. So we're just so excited, and I've already been praying for whoever will attend, even though we don't know who those people are. Okay, sure. It's $250 for the all-inclusive weekend. So all your meals, swag bags, everything like that, from Friday afternoon, early evening, until Sunday morning. That includes everything. That includes your room and board. So it doesn't include travel, but everything once you're there is completely taken care of. And you guys can actually go look up. There's pictures of it on the Fellowship on the Farm page, but there's the craft house where we're staying. It's a really popular house. The lady that owns it is really sweet, and she holds all sorts of events there. But it is one of the most beautiful houses I've ever seen, and it makes for a really, really cool atmosphere during the weekend because you just feel like you're in a big farmhouse with 16 of your best friends, which is just really cool. So you guys can go look that up, and you can see the house and how it's decorated and see where you're going to be staying for the weekend. But so that's the price, the $250 for the whole weekend, all inclusive. So is there any other questions while I'm on here right now that I can answer for you guys? I'm trying to think of the different messages that I've received. Someone did ask me if it was just for farm wives. I mean, I'm not going to tell someone they can't come if they're not a farm wife, but that's what we focus on. I mean, we talk a lot about the farm and how that affects us, and what that looks like as our family dynamic. So I'm not going to tell someone they can't come if they're not a farm wife, but I think that you would get more out of it if you were. Okay, what does this say? How many tickets are available? So the house sleeps 18, and then minus like myself and the other speakers, there will be 14 tickets available. So, I've had people say, well, can you have it at a different venue or let people stay at a hotel and then come for the talks? But it's really hard to describe how amazing of an atmosphere it was last time. And I think part of the reason that it was such a good atmosphere was because we were all in this house. It was just like you just felt like you knew these other women for your whole life, and everyone just connected, and it was like you just met like 16, 17 of your best friends, and you were just catching up on an old reunion. It was so cool. There was no weirdness. There was no, you can get women in a house and sometimes it just gets weird or something, but there was none of that. And I think if we did it at a different venue or let people drive in just during the day, I think it would take away from that. So there will only be 14 tickets available, and when they're gone, they're gone. They won't be refundable, but you can transfer them. If something would come up and you can't go, you can transfer it to someone else. Can you order more than one ticket? Yes. Like, do you mean like if you're wanting to like buy for like you and a friend or something like that? You can definitely do that. Because I had one lady message me that wanted a ticket for her and like I think like her 3 or 4 like daughter-in-laws and daughters or something. So there's like 5 tickets right there that'll be swooped up. So, but it will let you choose how many tickets are left. It will track it. It'll tell you how many tickets are left, and then that will be the max number that you can choose. So yeah, if you're planning on ordering more than one, then I would really try to make sure that you're ready at 10, because I would really hate if you wanted 2 or 3 of you to come and there was only 1 ticket left. So yeah, I would make sure you do that. Okay, I think that's all the questions. And feel free to message me if you think of a question or something like that. Feel free to message me. I'll answer whatever I can. And then also, like I said, if you would go follow the Fellowship on the Farm page, so that I'm not posting everything on this page. I'm going to try to keep the event a little bit separate, so that way you won't miss out on anything and you can kind of keep up to date. But I'm really excited. I'm praying for all of you that are going to attend, and I know it's just going to be incredible. And thanks for joining me this evening. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you later.